Hello, my name is M.Tommy of Peace Ark Ministry. It's a beautiful Tuesday right here in Nigeria, and I'm super excited to be on your screen this moment. Okay, I know what I want to say right now will sound controversial and difficult, kind of, but it's not impossible. It's something we can adapt and do it the right way. So I'm talking to you as a pastor as well, and I've seen this is the right thing to do. You see, when the world is talking about the church or coming against the church in terms of giving, donation, money, it's because of how the church goes about it. Giving is an integral part of the church system. You can't do without it. The church needs funds, that is money, to run every of the services, to maintain the facilities, to maintain the equipment and every other thing. Yes, but you see, the way most of pastors, bishops, name them, go about getting money from people is why the world sees the church system as extorting money from people or making merchandise of them. We should allow people to give willingly, voluntarily, as it is in the Bible, right from beginning. Because by the time you come out and say people that last night God said anyone that will give money for this church building will build his own house, and people will rise up and give money and nobody will build his or her own house, you're going to have issues. People keep losing trust on the church and even on the pastor. A pastor will come and say, I hear with my right here, my left here, I hear with my right here, that God said that 10 people that will roof this church will have the biggest country. But you know very well that God did not say it, and he will not confirm it, because he cannot maintain what he has not formed. Listen, let them know why they should give. It is the responsibility of that congregation to donate, to build their church. Because if you give them spiritual blessings, they should also bring material blessings to the church. You don't need to even preach about it. You don't need to deceive them. You don't need to twist the whole story to make it, sugar-coated just to get money from them. No. Tell them the reason. This church is our church. If we don't build it, nobody will build it for us. We need to put up this roof. God have not sent me to come and tell you to put up the roof. You should know that we need the roof of the church. So please, this month end, spare whatever you have. Let's put the roof of the church. We need to get tiles for the church. Spare what you have. Let's get tiles for the church. Please have the church in your budget this month end. Have the church in your budget this weekend. Listen, even if they refuse to give intentionally, God will raise men outside that congregation to give if they're not ready. God can raise anybody to do that work. God can bring somebody from outside to handle the entire project. So you don't need to lie because you want the job to move very fast. You don't need to lie because you want the project to be completed very fast. When you lie with the name of God, it's another sin against you, against the God, against the altar of the Lord. So let's read from the Bible and see a very good example. When David rededicated the temple of God, the book of 1 Chronicles chapter 29 from verse 6. Then the leaders of families, the officers of the tribes of Israel, the commanders of thousands and commanders of hundreds, and the officials in charge of the king's work gave willingly. They gave toward the work of the temple of God 5,000 talents and 10,000 darics of gold, 10,000 talents of silver, 18,000 talents of bronze, and 100,000 of iron. Anyone who had precious stones gave them to the treasury of the temple of the Lord in the custody of Jael the Geshonite. The people rejoiced at the willing response of their leaders, for they had given freely and wholeheartedly to the Lord. David the king also rejoiced greatly. That is giving. David did not say, God said that if you build this house and do this, you will have 2 houses tomorrow, you will buy cars. He did not say that. Allow people to give willingly. You see the way they will give. I have a testimony, a very personal testimony encounter. And look at it. Please, we are the reason why people sees giving in the church as something that's not supposed to be done because of the way so many pastors goes about it. Let's allow people to give willingly. You see that church building? That is God's project. 1,000 sheep in 1,000 hills belongs to Him. He knows how to raise men, raise people to give. Don't force them. Show them reason why they should do it. Don't lie. And you will see them giving voluntarily. If you do this way, so that the whole impression people have about giving in the church will change. This is the main reason why people talk about giving in the church, because the pastors get money. I can remember when I went to the church sometime last year, a particular church, and almost the service over, November, the pastor said, God talked to me right now with his right ear, that 11 people should come out with 11,000 naira and give to God. People rush out. He said, okay, 9,000. Before the pastor reduced the money down to 50 naira. I'm talking to you as a pastor. It's wrong. That was very wrong. God did not say it. If you have a project, present to the church, and if there's no way you will give to the project of God that you will not be blessed, let them understand it that way. We are the main reason why people are seeing the church this way. I know you won't like what I'm saying, but I'm telling you now, not as an outsider, I'm telling you as a pastor. I have a ministry too. But I'll never force anybody one day. We have a project right now at hand, and they've donated already for the projects. We have even surplus. Without collecting seed, without telling them that God will bless them, without any special prayer session for that. I only tell them why they should give, and I told them, God did not ask me to tell you to give. You know that you should do it. It is your responsibility here to give to the work of God. And I've seen it happening, and I've seen it working. Let's do the same, so that you see that that project is God's project. God bless you as you do that in Jesus Christ's name.